Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, 9 more days until August 15. That will mark 54 years since the U.S. dollar left the gold standard. Historically, most currencies completely collapsed within 3 decades from losing their gold standard or any sort of backing. So we are very overdue for that. And I hope you will join me in a bank run where we all go to the bank and get as many pennies as possible. A little bit of background: I make art out of various metals. One of my favorite metals to work with is zinc. See if we can zoom in on that. And the US dollar has been unofficially on a zinc standard since 1982. You can still find copper pennies. I would say about 10% of all pennies are, which is kind of annoying because you still have to separate them out in order to do the zinc. But I've also accumulated a lot of copper pennies in the process of doing that. I hope to give melting copper another. I did it one time, and I poured something similar to that Buddha, and it was very splotchy because it froze before it filled in all of the mold. Another thing I may try is that copper and zinc form an alloy called yellow brass, which melts at about 800 Celsius. It's not as straightforward to make as it sounds, though, because at the melting point of copper, zinc boils. So I think what you have to do is melt your zinc first and then heat it a little bit above the melting point of zinc and add copper and it will slowly dissolve into the molten zinc. That's what videos I've seen look like they were doing. I have an idea on how to do that. I hope it works. But I'm going to be withdrawing as many pennies as I can when I get home because it looks like Donald Trump is going to temporarily suspend the convertibility of our paper dollars into pennies in the near future. The exact date to be announced. They still have a lot in the pipeline. So hopefully I'll make a couple of big withdrawals before that happens. And I hope you will join me. Right now, there are 114 billion pennies in circulation, about $1 billion worth. There are 300 million Americans, so only $3 worth of pennies per capita in the United States, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.